Next on stage is the founder of Lotus Eaters and political commentator, Carl Benjamin, ladies and gentlemen, let's go!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for braving the cold February. So, one of the narratives that I hear about Tommy Robinson coming from the media is that Tommy is not a political prisoner. And that is obviously false, because we are ruled by communists. And we know this because Rachel Reeves put up a picture of a communist in her office. Keir Starmer was a Trotskyist in his youth, and his opinion on things has not changed. And to the communists, everything is political. So every decision that they make is a political act, and every person they arrest is a political decision, which is why the Southport rioters are also political prisoners. One of the main problems that we have at the moment is a lack of really good leadership. You'll notice that Tommy Robinson is brought up to Nigel Farage as a weapon by the media, because they know that Mr. Farage has not got a good response to them. And so what Nigel does is insults and denigrates Tommy for the pleasure of the media, which is very foolish because many of his supporters are also supporters of Tommy Robinson. And so what the media is doing, and Farage is allowing to be done to him, is to sow division in his own base and split and make trouble for the people who support reform. What he ought to be doing is stepping over the issue. And when they bring up Tommy Robinson to him, Nigel should be on the attack. He should say, well, hang on a second, why does Tommy Robinson even exist? Whose failures have led to Tommy Robinson being a person we have to talk about? If it wasn't for the fact that the rape gangs had been covered up by the media, by the politicians, by the councils, by the police, if it wasn't for these people all being complicit, looking who's interviewing him dead in the eye and accusing them too, Tommy Robinson would not be here with us. And so Nigel Farage could easily win all of these arguments by saying, I have come here to make sure that Tommy Robinson can retire, by making these problems resolve themselves with justice. Fortunately, Nigel does have good people around him. I've noticed that even Lee Anderson has been speaking quite stridently recently, but I'd like to give a big shout out to Rupert Lowe for providing the moral leadership that is required in this country. And one last thing that really I do find frustrating is the lack of attack on every single one of their narratives. We have a great example in our friends in America. Do not give them an inch. Pick a topic that is important to the British people, polarize it, and win on it. The obvious thing to do in Britain is to look at the polls. 70% of people are against immigration now, so Nigel Farage could easily win on this subject. This is what they should be doing, and for some reason, they're not. Anyway, I will, of course, try and keep it brief because it's very quiet, very cold. But thank you all so much for coming. I'm genuinely shocked at the impressive turnout that we have had. Godspeed.